Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. It is time to get underway in our best of 5 adventure yet again. It's been a long road in the first map, but we're finally here on Vertigo. I'm Stinko, I'm joined by Holka, and already a good kill coming through.
Ooh, Nicky is waiting behind the sandbags very patiently. They don't know he's here, but now they've spotted him. He is a dead man. Southsoul getting the kill on towards him. And now Rocketlaunchers are looking very good to win this pistol. Already a 2-man lead. We were wondering what Rocketlaunchers would have to show us on this map. Well, so far, it's a good start to their first official Vertigo game.
Well, it is indeed. It's not over yet, though. Still the Julies lie in the hands of Mart, so anything is possible. We'll see what Rocketlaunchers can do as they start to set up outside of the B-bomb site. Smoke's ready for the window. Here are the Julies, Alex.
Up close and personal. This is where you want to be on these pistol rounds with this gun. The Glocks can definitely take you down pretty quickly, though. So let's see what Mar can do with the Julies in hand. 40 seconds left, and the push is coming into this site. Mar spamming away, but he doesn't get a single kill. Soka takes him down. Caliber sitting at the back of the site, but Rocketlaunchers just keep on landing shots. Nothing that Fate can do in this round. They get demolished on the B-bomb site.
Well, I was kind of hoping for more from the Julies, you know? Kind of hoping they would show up, but it doesn't quite come through. Rocketlaunchers, in fact, they're coming into this one with Galils, 8Ks, and a Mac-10. Just pistols over on the Fate side, but it is an investment. They've got everything they possibly can into this one. And even giving it your all is sometimes not enough, Alex. There's another little life philosophy for all you guys out there.
Can't win them all.
But you can catch them all. That's why Pokemon is for life.
I thought you were going to literally go into like a Pokemon out there. You can catch them all with the brand new Pokemon. what they're on now.
You know, there's like toy adverts that used to come out for Christmas. Yeah.
Oh, Caliber's spotted them. Drops the smoke, as is the normal way to play this B site. I would be a bit surprised if Rocketlaunchers go back to B in this round against the pistols. They could be susceptible to some close-range fights, which they wouldn't want to take. But Shaka's got the Mac-10, so he will be going in first. Nice reactions there to get the kill onto Double Magic. And now they've got the smokes onto the site. They're going to go for the aggression. Caliber trying to land shots, but he's not able to do so. Looks like the bomb will be planted fairly safely on the B site, although a bit more damage done to deaths. Caliber gets a nice kill as he rounds the corner, but there's still more work to be done.
Well, Caliber sits in the back line, goes forward. Good kill. A second picked up as well. Well, the smoke will deploy in front of his fist. The Molotov lands on the site. Good kill from Caliber, who's just going to go for the ace. All 5 kills could potentially coming through here for him, and the gap in the smoke allows for him to spray, and not the way he was hoping that would go. Emek finding kill after kill on the defuse, running through. Doctor will pick up Nicky with a kill, but there's not enough time, and what a clutch from Emek. God, that round was close.
Does Nicky get away? Just about. Takes 1 damage from the bomb, so he saves the AK. But, oh, that was not what, well, Rocketlaunchers would have wanted in that round, because that could have gone against them so easily there. Really, really close round, with Caliber doing the majority of the heavy lifting. Unfortunately for Fate, though, not quite enough. As you said, well played in the clutch by Emek, just to make sure his team hold on to the round. Got both those kills with the Galil at the start of it, and then realized they're not going to have a kit on the Fate side because they forced, so he can just play for the time, which goes into his favor. So Fate into this third round will have the 1 saved AK, and they'll try to put it to use over at the A ramp.
The prime word there is try. We'll get 1 kill. Nicky able to find Emming, but that is all he has found so far. It's 1 kill on the flank, though. Double Magic was close by, and Soka was not ready for his position. And now Double Magic can pick up a better rifle to play with, or an AK, in fact. So we'll see if Caliber can do anything with the Deagle as they start to run in towards him. He'll start to swing and dig everyone left, right, and center. Good shot on towards the head of Deaths, and this is starting to look pretty scary for the Rocketlaunchers. Every one of these rounds have come close, and every round it looks as though Fate are ready to steal it away.
Oh, good work from Nicky at the end. Holds his nerve on the B-bomb site, gets both those kills at the end there. Rocket launchers couldn't work together fighting against him. It was 2 1v1 fights, which Nicky was able to win. So Fate get their first round on the board, and Rocket launchers are not in the best position with their money. They are going to have 1 AK in the hands of Shaq, but the rest of the squad haven't got the best weapons. Looks like South Soul will take the AK because he has the head armor into this round. Literally no nades for rocket launchers though, which is never the best position to be in at the start of a round where you fully invested.
Taps coming through. Rocket launchers. Oh, we'll get an opening kill. South Soul with the Soul AK is good for 1 kill, but that's all he will get. Just the 1. Double magic, a little bit too much there from him in the peak. He will actually fall to the deagle of Shaq. So that allows him to pick up the AK as well.
Push down the ramp from Fate gives them info, but the info isn't what they needed. Emenk was the man on the other side who manages to stop the aggression from fully coming through. At least Duplicate gets the refrag, but now he's not confident pushing alone, so they won't be able to flank. It's going to be the B-sided play, which Caliber will spot shortly. He knows there's a player close, and he gets that first kill. Bomb is planted. Caliber just trying to hold this one down, trying to make sure they're stuck on the bomb site while he waits for assistance. And now Caliber will begin to move in, spots both players. He knows the positions of every single T now. Nade going to the bomb site, but they've pushed up close. Caliber doesn't realize it. It's Duplicate to bring it back to the 1v1, and he's got to clear a few angles here. He thinks the man might be on the right side, but Duplicate doesn't realize he's on the left, and Deaths swings out wide and takes his head off.
Well, 3-1. Rocket launchers find an important round win there. They let that one slip. I think that's potential for Fate to start to develop on the CT side. I think this map, for me, we've seen it a lot at DreamHack. This map came up way too often for my liking. And from what we've seen, we just seen a lot of teams decide whether or not they're going to play retake or play passive on the A-bomb site. That was the only real decision making that needed to come through. And I was talking to Devilwalk about Godsense performance on the map, and there was times where they were looking good to win it, and then times where they threw it away. And a big part of that was, you know, you can sometimes play risky on the CT side on this A-bomb site and go aggressive and try and find these openings, just hoping you can get that opening. Because if you get 1 kill, then you're at an immediate huge advantage coming into the retake. But the thing is, you're always going to have to play retake. You know that you're going to lose that A-bomb site at some point. So it's all about just finding some sort of an advantage. And we'll see whether or not rocket launchers still have that set piece in mind towards the A-bomb site. I think it's really the only viable play. We see some teams take mid, but generally pretty much every other team just hits the A-bomb site every single run.
Yeah, sometimes you will see teams that actually do commit to those B executes more often, like you were saying. But the teams that always go for the A plays, every now and then they might just try and fake the A execute and go to B. But yeah, there are some teams that very rarely go onto that B site. They feel like A is just too easy to take. Can come down to just who can get the lineups through those smokes, which often it come down. So I think Vertigo is definitely a map right now where it feels like you need to put quite a lot of time in to understand exactly what the timings are like on those smokes. I feel like you need to have a good read on exactly what's happening on the map, exactly how to react to those smokes, what the lineups are on the spam through the smoke. Anyway, let's see if that comes into play in this round, because we haven't seen that A execute from rocket launchers so far in this game. They might be on for it in this round, though. They've got themselves plenty of nades into round 5.
1 minute left. 55 seconds in play. And we'll see whether or not the Rocket Launchers can find any of this success. Not leaning towards A at all, in fact, heavy in towards middle. Whether or not they go to A from this position is yet to be seen, but no one really putting pressure in towards that ramp. And for me, I'd like to see Fit maybe get a little bit more aggressive, try and figure out what's going on towards the ramp, and finally, Nicky gets aggressive and spots that there is one player present towards the bottom of the ramp. It's 25 seconds. We'll see what the reply is from Rocket Launchers. We'll see what the decision is from them, as it seems to be a little bit of pressure in towards the B bomb site.
Time could be a big problem here. Oh, aggression comes in. Double magic stops the players from moving there. Caliber's sitting at the back of the bomb site, and that could be a critical position. The time is so low. Salso alone on B. His teammate wasn't there to help him. And Rocket Launchers there, I think, just lost track of time slightly. They go for the execute very late on into the round. I think you can start to see the panic set in as they realize they need to focus on getting that bomb planted, but they also realize they haven't cleared out all the positions on the bomb site. So they're kind of stuck in a terrible position where they've just got to try and get the bomb down while also holding all the different angles where the CTs could be playing. And once the early trades go against them, they were always going to be in trouble in that one. So Rocket Launchers again go back to the B site, but this time it does not work out for them. Smoke down at the B stairs, and Rocket Launchers, again, they're loving this B site. They're going back to it again early in this round.
Well, Caliber is going to be close by as he heads towards the back of the site. Double Magic's the man to pick up a kill. Fit have the advantage. Back to the P250 of Salso as they move forward on towards the B bomb site. Caliber sits back and waits for presents to come his way, like a spoiled kid on Christmas.
Ooh, Caliber spots them moving onto the bomb site, but only does damage to the players pushing his direction. So this time, Rocket Launchers do find success on the B site. I think mainly just coming down to, again, winning the early fights there. Not the full execute really coming through. Rocket Launchers kind of pushed before they even had to use all their nades. But Fate are going to try this retake either way. Molly to the back of the site, forces Soka to reposition, but he gets across safely. Nicky hanging around. He gets the opening headshot. Flash goes high in the sky, but he's caught with out his gun in his hands, and that should be the end of this one. Mark tries to back away, but Rocket Launchers pick up their 4th round.
Well, Fit coming into this, well, the favorites overall in the series. This is a map pick, and it's not looking good, I have to say. From the beginning, it has not looked good at all. Next map will be Overpass if required. And for me, I thought that could have been possibly the final map of the series, but perhaps not with the performance so far from Fate. We'll see if they can turn it on its head. A chance here for Nicky to perhaps even find this opening. In towards the short shelf, has the nade ready at his hands. He'll throw it deep, and it's going to be a headshot from Salso coming in. Mar doing his best work, but he's finished off as well. Shaq continuing to just move forward, and Rocket Launchers are looking much better just on an individual level in these initial fights. And for me, both of these teams don't really have a clear grasp on how they want to play this.
Ooh. Yeah, Rocket Launchers getting another kill. Again, it's just fights across the map, though, like you were saying. It doesn't feel like there was a massive plan in this round for Rocket Launchers, but they win the fights all across the map, so it doesn't matter. That's their 5th round win now on this T side of Vertigo. And they will be the ones in control of the economy game. Fate have got to go for a low buy. Fairly poor start to this one for Fate. I think they would have been hoping for more at the start of their CT side. I also wonder whether Fate just aren't used to seeing this much B-sided aggression. Maybe they were just waiting for the A executes to come through, and that's never happened so far in this game.
So yeah, all the practice we put in, all the demos we watched, and we just didn't expect anybody to play like this. It's like when you go into, I'm not saying these guys are Gold Novas, but it's like when you're playing a Gold Nova game, and sometimes it's more difficult as a higher ranked player because you're just doing wild stuff you're not used to. Now, Soka does clean it up and playing a little tune for us as well. Clearly having a lot of fun in this game.
Well, this will be another full buy for Fate. Another opportunity for them to show us why they generally like this map so much. It's a very high win rate for them here on Vertigo. On their 7 times they've played it, they have won it 6 times. They even beat Movistar Riders on this map a month ago. They did lose to them in an earlier game as well, but overall it feels like it should be going much better for Fate than it actually is. They're missing some nades in this round, but they've still got the smoke down the A ramp. I think they need to keep taking away this position because rocket launchers don't look like they've got a great answer for that right now. You can see Soka just hanging around, takes damage from the nade. These jumps are quite dangerous. He's trying to get this line up, but he's not quite on this time round. So Fate will continue trying to fight for A ramp.
Well, Soker going to be rejoining with the rest of his teammates as they look to try and go in towards the B bomb site yet again. Kind of different getting to see the B site. We'll see whether or not the boys here are on the fit so I can hold on. Good crossfire established from the back of the bomb site. And the E-boxes, well, Caliber will be tested. He swings wide and finds a kill. Second coming in as well, and the bomb will roll to his feet. A third kill, and this is much better from the CT side. Caliber picking up 4 kills from that position at the back of the site. It's such a strong spot as well, and I think Caliber delivers the exact performance we were kind of hoping. And well, 6-3, that's a perfect hold.
Yeah, really clean on these first couple of kills, which makes all the difference. Doesn't take damage in those earlier fights, so it's so easy for him to take the further fights from that point. This time around, Fate locked down the B site, which was something that they were struggling to do earlier. Definitely a good switch up from them, but they've lost the early battle over at mid this time. Soka just rushing into that position. Emmek's got an AWP on this angle at ramp now. This is a much better way of trying to hold against that smoke. You can peer over the top. You can try and land a quick shot onto the CTs if they are facing you. But Rocket Launchers putting a lot of presence on mid early in this round, dumping their nades into that position as well. It's not easy to use mid to split onto those bomb sites though, so we'll see what Rocket Launchers do now that they've taken mid control.
There goes through, and Shaq has taken damage. Nicky sits back. It's going to be a headshot from Shaq coming through. Man advantage to play with here on the T side. And while the lineup is in, not again. Caliber, a disgusting 3K as they emerge through the smoke in CT. Caliber just gets rid of them all. It's Deaths alone, 1v3. And Caliber might just get another 4K.
Ooh, not this time. Deaths manages to land the one shot needed to finish that player off, but Caliber's certainly done what he needed to in this round. Deaths goes for the deep Molotov, but there's a player up close, up on the elevated angle. Double Magic wins the fight and wins the round for Fate. Looking better now on this CT side. Caliber has really stepped up over at that B site in these earlier rounds, and this spray down is massive through the smoke. That's why you can struggle sometimes if you take mid to actually push onto those bomb sites. It's quite a few angles that can be played over there at CT, and especially going through the smoke, not the easiest task to accomplish.
Well, Double Magic is going to be under pressure, but he has teammates to back him up. It's going to be a fast push from Rocket Launcher. Straight back in towards B again. Really do love this B bomb site. It's quite the opposite, actually, from what we're used to seeing. You know, just straight up A execute. We're just seeing a straight up B hit every single round. Well, Double Magic is just hoping he can spot the player through, and he will spot him, but not enough damage done to take the kill.
Smoke down by Double Magic. This Orc could struggle to hold this B site. There are so many close angles he could deal with, and Caliber is mollied into the open, this time not able to use his position. Double Magic also goes down. As I was suggesting, the Orc not able to do too much in the close quarters, but some kills gifted back to Fate. They take the advantage as they attempt this retake, and the nade is good to land at the back of the bomb site. It's only Emenk left alive in a 1v2. He gets the AWP into his hands with 20 health. This is a good weapon to have, but as long as Fate stick together, they should trade this out, and they don't even need to. Nicky lands a ridiculous shot from long range. Emenk goes down, and Fate this time win on the B site retake.
Well, Fate are starting to build up a little bit of momentum for themselves, and that's such an important thing to have here in this situation, because we've seen already before the fact that Rocketlaunchers have been just winning rounds based on their individual ability. Once that ceases to exist, once Fate figure out how to stop them from moving forward, do they have anything to fall back on? And so far, the answer hasn't been a yes from Rocketlaunchers. They've just went towards B every single round. I don't think we've seen a proper A execute come through, like a solid A execute, wall of smokes, Molotovs in behind it. I would say we haven't seen a classic Vertigo round.
Yeah, and the B play was working for them early, so it's fair enough that they go back to it. But I think you are right in that we need to see them go for that standard A execute at some point, because Fate have clearly adapted their hold on the B site. Normally, I think the CTs find so much success at B due to being able to go for those retakes. When you have all those nades, you can molly the positions on the site. You're starting to see some of those nades land as well. And even though Fate got caught in that round, it's the retake that wins it on the B site. So that's what we're starting to see more of for this Fate squad. This time, Rocketlaunchers are looking into the A ramp, though. This smoke, again, down from the Fate side to try and contest this position early. But after putting the early smoke down, Fate are not fully hanging around here. Mar looking for an exchange, but he doesn't get the kill he was looking for. And now Rocketlaunchers can up the pace onto this site.
Well, AK picked up for Southsalt. Bomb not yet down for the T side, but eventually they will look to try and punch the digits in, but Shaq is just trying to buy some more space, you know, get themselves even more breathing room to play with. The two-man advantage is now sent to 3, and this should be around on the board with a save call having to come in from Fate. They don't exactly have the most amount of cash left over, so it has to be the save call. It has to be the call to bring the weapons into the next one. I'll let this one slide, as Rocketlaunchers will go to 7. And I mean, for a team that haven't really looked too solid on this map, I'm going to be honest, they haven't looked good at all. But the fact that they're winning rounds, just scrimming it, it's pretty impressive. I think it's more the weaknesses of Fate that have allowed Rocketlaunchers to be in this.
Yeah, that round especially, Fate just giving up some 1v1 fights. One of the players there on Rocketlaunchers dies to the bomb. Bit awkward, but it's okay. They can rebuy. Yeah, Fate, they're giving away some individual fights at the ramp early into the round, and then Rocketlaunchers can just go from there. Once they get that opening kill, they realize we can just run onto this bomb site. We don't even need the full execute, really. We can just try and make sure we trade it out, go with a simple game plan, and because Fate didn't have the trade set up earlier in the round, it comes back to cost them later on when the push comes in. They only have one player there to hold. Smoke again into the ramp. This time, Rocketlaunchers have only got 3 players here, but they are going to flash themselves through that smoke and try and take ramp control, which they have been able to do successfully.
Well, Molotov is going to force Nicky forward from the short shelf. He manages 1 kill before being traded by Emenk. And we're back into a 4v4. Minute and 3 seconds left on the clock to play with. Bomb still not in possession of the T's, but can be easily recovered. Problem is, with Duplicate's position here, it is a bit of a one and done. But if there is one player coming towards him, this is where he's able to take away that life very quickly. But his legs have been spotted. They know where he is. Now the utility can come in and there. Oh, he can't get up. If he managed to get away there, that would have been okay, but fact, he can't. Mar gets aggressive and finds Soaker just on the other end of the short shelf, so they have the advantage to play with on the CT side, and it should be easily followed up. Rocketlauncher's not really in a position to trade. They're going in one by one, and this is not the type of performance you want to see.
Ooh, double dink from Mar. Wins the fight against Salsol. Now it's only Deaths left alive. Rocketlaunchers just spread across the map, losing too many fights in this round. Deaths does win one on the A site, but he doesn't get any more. Double Magic was always going to be in from behind. Rocketlaunchers, again, they've got 7 rounds on the board. I think they've done well to get to this point, but we are starting to see the limitations of their T side come through. No sustainable way for them to win rounds throughout the half. They're really just going to be relying on their individuals winning fights or their trades to get them onto the bomb sites. They have still got money into this one, though. Rifles for most players on the Rocketlaunchers squad. And again, they've already got 7 rounds on the board. So if they could just get 1 or 2 more at the end here, they'd put themselves in a pretty good position on Vertigo. And Deaths has been able to give them the early pick this time round.
Double Magic starts to back away. Heads his way in behind the triple boxes and back up on top. He wants a frag and also wants to stay alive off the back of it. So that's where the repositioning is coming through. Could have another 7.5 on our hands. That's exactly what we've seen earlier on Mirage. And we could be seeing it once more here on Vertigo. Death sits back towards the bottom of the stairs. Double Magic wanting to get involved in the action with his op. He won't get aggressive in towards short shelf, but there's a player close by, but he's just missed his timing. He might come back again, but this time with 2. There will be 1 kill for Double Magic, but we've seen him pick up double kills time and time again, Alex. This could be another one. He's just got to be aware of that close right corner, and I don't think he will be. His attentions are more turned towards the left side. Well, there's a player coming this way. It's difficult to deal with this position. He spots the head, doesn't take the opportunity. And we'll just keep firing shots, hoping he can land something, but they're not giving any more opportunities. Might be up until this point, which he can't flick fast enough.
Mar now in a vulnerable position, doesn't have much cover to work with, and Rocketlaunchers just run over the A-bomb site. As soon as they got that first kill, you started to see the cracks show in the Fate defense, and Nicky is not able to deny the bomb from being planted. That means he's basically stuck saving. Rocketlaunchers, again, they're winning some of the important fights in these rounds that they need to. They're winning some of these duels that put them in a position where they can actually come out on top just with their basic plays. And this time they did actually have the smokes onto the site as well. So as soon as they get the first kill, they put themselves in great shape. Salsol nearly died there. I think he ran through a molly down to 2 health. He is going to die now because Nicky is hanging around. He gets an AK into his hands. But it is Rocketlaunchers who will be having their 8th round win, and they will be having the lead at the half.
Will it be 8-7 like Mirage, or will it be a 9-6 half favoring the T side? They would certainly love to be able to scrap together this last round on the board. A long game this could be again. Good kill from Shaq. He'll open things up for Rocketlaunchers. Traded back, though, by Nicky, who looks for more, but only will manage the 1 kill. Emink spots the head of the toolbox, but cannot take it away. Minuscule angle to deal with, and so decides to fall back. Player has got aggressive off the back of that flashbang. Emink will hear it and take the kill. A little bit questionable by Double Magic. Not exactly needed, but doesn't really matter. His teammate develops on towards the A-bomb site. A kill on Soaker. Now there's a 2v2.
Rocketlaunchers are going to stick together here. That could be their strength. Fate are going to have to take individual fights as they are on opposite sides of the map, while Rocketlaunchers can stick together, and Deaths wins the all-important fight over at the B-bomb site. That means the bomb can go down safely, and Mar is very far away from the action. He's got to try and come back from a 1v2, rotating over from A. He's pushed through the ramp, But again, rocket launchers are just sticking side by side, making sure there's no easy pickings here for Ma. There's no way he can quickly turn it into a 1v1 with a free frag. Can see him having to clear all these angles. No kit currently in his hands. That's got to be on the back of his mind as he makes some noise. The molly goes onto the bomb. Ma is in so much trouble right now. He can't find the fights he needs. They need to give him something right now if he wants to win this. And Ma is in trouble. I don't think he can win this round. Spray is good, but Deaths is there for the trade. Rocket Launchers play it perfectly. They do exactly what they needed to close out the round and to pick up 9 rounds on the T side of Vertigo. Impressive stuff there from Rocket Launchers.
Well, 9-6 is the scoreline they salvage at the half. We'll see whether or not that is enough to force us to another map. Well, we're going to go to another map, but we'll see if it's another one on top of the map that we have up next. Fit sitting here with an investment of a smoke and a Molotov on Double Magic. The rest on Kevlar. Rocket Launchers go towards the pistols with just the one player picking up utility and the rest of Kevlar as well. I want to see what Fit have planned for this pistol. I also want to see what they do on their T side, because this is a team that have picked this map. So surely we'll be seeing more of the standard A ticks coming through on their T side. We'll see what they can do in towards middle though. Pressure immediately applied here, forcing the players away.
Molotov from Fate for this right-hand side. I think it might have gone slightly short. Wow, that shot actually lands onto Deaths from a jumping duplicate. And they go back through the window into the B-bomb site. Deaths has been isolated on the site itself. Salso looking for action. He's given a couple of opportunities, but he doesn't make the most of them. Doesn't connect the shots to get the kill, and now the bomb can be planted. Fate are just finding all the frags they need right now. Soka lands a good shot up close, but him and Shaq have got it all to do. Good shot from Shaq as well. Brings it into a 2 versus 3. They've got the kit in their hands, as well as a smoke, but they need to find these frags, and that is just not happening. Shaq left in a 1-on-2. The bomb is planted on the backside of this box, so he could have an opportunity, but Double Magic gets the kill on the drive-by. As soon as he hears the smoke being dropped, he's willing to peek, realizing that the player can't have his gun out, and it is Fate who pick up the pistol.
Well, round 17, immediately Duplicate heads towards the bottom of the ramp and he will find himself an opening. So far, so good. They survived the nightmare so far. They don't want to lose to the full USPs. Duplicate is going to head his way towards the bottom of the ramps to see what was going on, but nothing coming his way. In fact, he is all good. Flash peek comes in. No one quite on the other end of it. It's going to be Doctor spraying away. Quite a few kills coming through immediately. Duplicate will find one, and Emic will take away him as well.
Quick round in the end there. A couple of kills are all Rocket Launchers can get out of it. But they will be buying into this next one. SG into the hands of Duplicate. Fate with effectively a full buy across the board. Caliber only has the Galil, but that's not a massive miss. While Rocket Launchers don't exactly have a, not a masterful buy on their side. Only the one M4 in play. They don't have a kit. So there are certainly problems for Rocket Launchers into this round. We'll see if they can make the most of what they have got, though. Aggression from Soka works out for him, but he is committed, and he gets the second kill. Almost finds more there as Shaq assists him on the fight into ramp. And Fate just get caught out by the aggression from Soka. He pushed through the Molotov to take those fights. And now Ma wants to just see if he can take the point in on this A-bomb site. He's looking to see if he can make the difference, but Shaq manages to stay alive safely, just about safely. He's down to 12 health, and this nade might do it. Oh, it bounces back, so it doesn't get the kill.
Well, Caliber has been so strong in the series so far. Time to deliver on the T side as well. He'll make his way up on towards the top of the ramp. Scope in to see if he can spot ahead, but it's not peeking just yet. The patience, will it pay off? Of course it will. Eventually he will get one, but still the advantage siding with rocket launchers, even still after that kill. Oh, he hasn't spotted the leg. He can't see him, but he still finds a kill. There's the second. I don't know why the peek hasn't come in from Emic, but that could have been perfect. Caliber could have found another, but it's still a 2v2 and the bomb plant finally coming in.
Somehow got themselves back into this round. Caliber trying to fall back to safety, but Death is going to catch him in transition. Mars in a decent position, though. Smoke for the bomb makes his life difficult, but he gets the first frag, and Emenk is so low on health. Mar doesn't realize he's creeping up close, and Emenk makes the play, closing the distance, catching him off from the other angle to make sure that Rocket Launchers hold onto the round. Great effort there coming in from Fate from the 2 versus 4. They make it oh so close, but Emenk survives on 5 health at the end of the round to give Rocket Launchers their 10th round win.
Well, another close round coming up here. I'm sure Fit have AKs, but they don't have the AWP. There's only 4 weapons in play. Double Magic having to take a hit on towards a Deagle. Duplicate is going to be the front man, charging his way up through the top of the ramp, wanting to get an initial kill picked up for the T side early. Fit would love to have that at their disposal. They've certainly set them up for success. Duplicate has been spotted, and shots are going to be whizzing past his head, but he'll throw them back as good as he can get. Still no damage done on either side, so first blood yet to be drawn, but we'll see whether or not it will come through in the next few seconds. Soaker might just be the man involved in that initial engagement. He has spotted the player crossing towards the corner, I believe, so that would be quite a bit of info for him to play with.
Smoke's going over the top from Fates. They've clearly got a well-prepped A execute. Nikki trying to find the entry, but Soka's got an SG on the CT side. He's not got it any longer, though. Duplicate trades him, but look at the flank from Emenk. He's pushed all the way through, and Fates are really slow at pushing this site. They're aware of the flank, though. Caliber gets that kill, and the bomb has now been planted. The SG's coming through in full force for Fate in this round. They've got all the kills between them on the T side. And now Deaths and Shaq are in real trouble in this 2v4. There are some players low on health, but it won't matter when you're fighting against multiple players at the same time. Deaths can only get the 1 kill, and Fate find success with their A execute.
Well, good success there from Fate. They are certainly still in contention to grab 2 maps in a row. I'll put them in prime position to take the series as well. Only needing 1 more. But he's not done yet. Vertigo still favors their opponents as Rocket Launchers still sit in the lead. It might only be by 1, but the lead is still theirs. You take a look at the buy of the T side and we see the scoreboard of the T side, and we see that Caliber is currently at the top, 20 and 13 for Fate. He had a big performance on that CT side, so a lot of his multi-kills coming there, really allowing his scoreline to exceed the rest. Although closely followed in behind is Double Magic, who had some good rounds as well. We'll see whether or not they can continue that as we move into round number 20. It should be an easy round picked up by Fate in this one, as Rocket Launchers have brought to the table barely anything. Just a couple of pistols, a Deagle, P250 are the only ones invested. The rest, default pistols. So this should be an easy round win for the T side. And as I say that, immediately they're off to a poor start.
Soka steals away the opening kill and a gun. Look at the minimap. Rocket Launchers have got a lot of the map to work with right now. That's a good nade from Duplicate, though. Brings it back into a 4v4, into even numbers. No smoke for this left side right now, and Soka's trying to make the most of that fact. Eventually, the smoke comes into play. It's a little late, but Soka hasn't got vision any longer. They'll try and boost him up over the top, but the bomb has been planted, and Rocket Launchers don't have a kit for this retake. They get another kill, though. This is dangerous now. Rocket Launchers up to a 4 versus 2. Duplicate eventually wins one of the fights they needed. Double Magic overrun. It's up to Duplicate, and he goes down. Rocket Launchers somehow steal away that round.
Well, that's incredible from Soka. 3 kills around that looked so easy. I highlighted the point that they bought only a Deagle and a P250 into that round, and Fate, they throw it away. You can't afford to throw those rounds away at all. And Rocket Launcher is now in a prime position to try and extend their lead here on Vertigo. Fate are going to invest, but if they lose this one, which is likely, taking a look at the buys in comparison, well, then we're in a very sticky situation for Rocket Launchers. Moving into it, I had a little refresh of the clean feed there, Alex, so we might be slightly different in terms of our times. Currently sitting on 45, 44, 43, 42, 41.
I think we're all good now, hopefully. Double Magic gets a quick kill onto Shaq at the start of this one. Yeah, Fate losing that round definitely sets them back in terms of their buy, but at least they have good nades, at least they have a couple of rifles, and now they've got the entry in this round.
Well, Soker. Relatively close by, playing in the smoke. This could be a bit of a problem. He was the linchpin for the team in the last. Let's see if he can be the same in round 21. He gets away from the edge of the smoke. Looked to be a problem for Fate, but he realizes being a problem is easier when you're still alive. And Emek, he's got a fault. No longer a problem at all. Soker nearly gets caught off by the timing. Saves his ass. And while Caliber is starting to push out through middle, it's going to be 43 seconds left as Fate start to put pressure in towards the site. Soker standing here, wanting to peek around the corner. Nice shot being found, but he leads another one. And there's the no-scope. Soker developing further for the team as he gets back into the site. And this could be the retake coming through for him. Soker goes forward. 3 kills picked up. This guy's on another level right now. This is incredible. And now he goes back in towards the side. Double Magic and Caliber needing to try and get rid of him. And finally, Salsa will fall, but it's still Soker. He is still alive. And winning this round is doable with him still on the op. He taps and nearly lands the shot, but Double Magic drops him just in the nick of time. 11-10. Fate will find the round win, but God, that was close again.
Yeah, but if you're going to lose against the low buy on the Fate side previously, that's exactly what you need to do in this next round. Come straight back into it with a round win of your own, even though you're limited. The A execute works out for them. Even though Soka wanted to make the hero plate, ends up coming in favor of this Fate squad. They got that opening kill with Double Magic, and then it made the A execute just a little easier for them. Like you said, though, close run thing. Quite a few close round wins for Fate, but they're just getting the edges that they need right now to get themselves into a good position here on Vertigo. It's certainly been a hard-fought game for them, but even though they're 1 round behind, Rocket Launchers have a bit of a decision to make ahead of this round. Their money is not great. They have decided to go for the investment, though. This could be a pivotal point in this game. Full buy for Rocket Launchers only shows 2 M4s. That's because of their poor money. So Rocket Launchers have really got to work hard to win this round.
Well, Emek starts to spam through and tries to do some damage. Will be Salsol who finds one on the 5-7. A headshot has been collected. And this is a round where Fate can't afford to lose. Would be an even scoreline if they were to pick this up, but they've shown that they can lose to the pistols and the lower buys quite convincingly, so they need to be careful. Need to give it the respect that it requires, and I'm sure they will. After having a slap on the wrist a little bit earlier on. Let's try to come up in towards the A-bomb site. Currently waiting for them are quite a few pistols. And actually 1 M4 in the hands of Emek. Duplicate will throw the smoke on towards the middle of the bomb site. The rest of the team around the corner as they come through. Molotov will prevent Duplicate from getting involved in the action at the moment. Eventually, he will try and move forward, but Nicky with the headshot. Emmett gone. That's one of the rifles out of the hands of the CT players. Nicky looking to do more as Duplicate will take away Shaq, and now it's Death's the only player with an M4. Soka runs over the top and manages one, but the lineup is in, and Death pulls it into a 1v1. 11 HP, and a real chance to pull the upset again. Bomb on the floor. Fit can't afford to let this one slip. The HP advantage is certainly here for Nicky, but Death needs one headshot and one tap to the body. That's all that is required of him. Problem is he can't afford to take any shots himself. Not even a single one, and with the position that Nicky currently has, it's definitely looking like Death is about to lose this battle. Nicky just needs to be careful, needs to hold it, and there's the kill. 11-11. Perfectly played. Fit, oh my god, nearly lose it again, Alex, but they managed to pull it off this time.
They're just winning every close round right now. Fate take it to the 11-11 scoreline. I really like how Nicky played that at the end there as well. He wasn't worried about any sort of flank happening. He just stands in the open, in an off angle, where it's unlikely the player is going to be able to clear him, and that means he can get the drop on his opponent. Unfortunately for Rocketlaunchers, that round loss leads to them having a low buy in this next round. We were saying that it was a big call to make for Rocketlaunchers to buy in that previous round. It might not have been the correct one, as it's a slaughter over at the A ramp. Only a single kill found for Rocketlaunchers. I guess at least they get that low buy out of the way quickly, though, and get back to the rifles.
$12 to that of 11. Fit into the lead, but how long will they hold on to it is the question. Game has been so volatile, changing ever so quickly, but we'll see if that is the case in round number 24. Will the lead continue to move forward for Fit, or will they let it slip again? Rocketlaunchers, no one holding from the bomb side itself, flashbang. And the pressure in towards B might just be the right call here from the Fit side. Smokes up, Molotov's in behind it. And well, this is good so far for Fit. They clear the corners, they want to get onto towards the site. Rocketlauncher starting to feel the pressure, wanting to get a boost over the top of the smokes to see if they can spot anybody. Trying to get that bomb planted, and the boost is working for at least a little bit of damage, but Caliber manages to double up. Both Death and Emic bite the dust, and this might just be the round win already.
Could be. Rocketlaunchers are hanging around, but unless they get a kill quickly, they're going to call this off, and they've actually already decided to fall away. Salsol might have been able to find an angle over the top there, but his teammates were already retreating. Fate show a different look on their T side. They're going to the B bomb site, which they haven't really shown us so far. At least not too often in these gun rounds, and it works wonders for them. They just get 2 quick entries, and even though it can sometimes be a struggle holding on to that B site when the CTs try and retake, up in a 5-on-3, that's not going to be too much of a problem, especially when you have some nades left, especially when you have crossfires you can establish. It's going to be difficult for the CTs to retake whatever happens, and you see that Rocketlaunchers realize that when they decide to make the save call. So Fate have done really well so far in this game to stay on top of things. Even when it looks like Rocketlaunchers might be starting to run away with it, Fate have managed to hold on. They've won a bunch of close rounds to get to this point, and now it's looking like their class might just shine through on this map as they are into a 2-round lead.
Moving forward, Double Magic is the front man. Emic will get rid of him with the FAMAS. It's 1 headshot and 1 kill being collected. Duplicate, oh, is going to take damage. Needs to be careful of that. And while Shaq is going to take 1 back and stays alive. Also had the backup on his teammate if it was required, but they keep going forward, and this is much better from the Rocketlaunchers, finding everything. And while Fate, I think, have realized that this round is pretty much over. It's a done deal. It's sealed.
Yeah, look, they've got over a minute left, but unless Rocketlaunchers just give them 1v1 fights, they should just trade out to victory in this one. Ma gets a slither of an opportunity. Okay, there we go. The wallbang works out for him. 1 or 2 more kills could maybe give them a way into this round. Nades onto the A site. should allow the bomb to be planted at the very least. The response from Rocket Launchers is this boost over the top. The timing for Soka isn't great, but oh, Caliber takes another fight. A bit exposed on that position, though. Salso's able to trade, and now Mar can't fall back to safety. He has to stick around on the bomb site. Good shot onto the first. Almost gets the follow-up, but Deaths comes in with the MP9. Again, Fates take it surprisingly close, considering the circumstances. But as anticipated, Rocket Launchers pick up the round win.
Well, Fate still in the lead. It may only be by 1. But they still hold it, and they can still extend upon it. Rocket Launchers have a chance to claw their way back into this, but the problem is, as soon as they lose one, their money's gone, and this one would be heartbreaking to lose. A deep smoke comes in and prevents Duplicate from seeing anything towards the top of the ramp. This is more of a standard Vertigo play, you know, that deep smoke in towards the ramp, putting pressure in towards it, using the utility to follow up. And Fate have been held off. Good job so far done by Rocket Launchers.
Just a bit of damage taken at the start of this round. Fate have held on to the majority of their nades, though. Almost full smokes left. Lots of stuff to work with. And a minute left in this round. We begin to creep up through the ramp. A couple of nades from Rocket Launchers. The flashbang bounces awkwardly off those railings. Rocket Launchers are hanging around the ramp right now. Emink has got a pretty quick option to fall back if he doesn't feel comfortable in this position, but he puts down the Molotov before he goes. And it looks like Fates are going to set up a late play in this round, probably in on this A site with the execute.
"25 seconds, flashes, continuing to rain in towards the A-bomb site. We'll see whether or not it is enough. Shaq will find one on towards Nicky. Mar able to pull it back. Emink did a good job. He's been a player that sometimes can step up, but most of the time has been falling pretty quickly. But he does more than enough in this round, finding 2 kills. And while trying to get that bomb in, 7 seconds left on the clock to do so. Double Magic does get it through just in the nick of time. Salso was coming through. He's on the defuse immediately. Caliber's close by. Still thinks he's on it, but he's not. The kill comes through, and now he can fall back. Molotov goes straight on towards the bomb to buy him a few more seconds to reposition. Now it is all on Soker, a player that has been so stellar for the CT side. Has to try and mastermind the 1v1. Instead of committing to the bomb, is beginning to wrap, and Caliber has the right read, but it did. And he looks along the way. Oh my god, the timing, but he looks back, and Soker, there's no need to run that. But he sprints and gives the time away. Caliber looks and finds him. 14-12, 2 away from victory.
Yeah, I think Soka must have had the time on that bomb in the back of his mind there. He thought he just needed to run. He thought he needed to go straight away so that he could actually get the defuse in time, because walking around that far does take a lot of time. So he wasn't sure if he could get the defuse or not. He decided to just run and just try and take the fight as quickly as he could. And that means that Fate come out on top. This round, though, Soka's got the opening pick with the AWP. Very quick stuff over at the B ramp. Very quick round from Fate after such a slow one in the previous. Duplicate has been able to take Soka out of the action, and Deaths has decided to go into the smoke. Bit of a risk being taken here, because once those smokes fade, he could be in trouble. He can fall back quite quickly if he needs to, though, and that's already happened. He's back to safety. Elsewhere, Shaq gets another kill through for Rocket Launchers, so they could be on to win this round now with the man advantage. Oh, this flank could be huge.
What? And 1 kill coming in from Shaq. Flank could have been huge. Still can be. But not looking great at the minute. They're hunting him down. He's still alive. That's the important part. And Duplicate on towards the site. Spots the player heading towards the back lines. Duplicate needs to get out of the firing line. And while he will, he'll head towards the back. And 1 kill from Shaq from the back lines is enough to stop it from happening. God, this is such a poorly played round. This is hard to watch, but diving through the smoke, double magic. He's just walked right past him, still finds the kill. And now a chance. Oh my God, through the smoke, double magic, pulls it off. And that is probably the worst round of CS I've seen in a long time.
I mean, double magic just keeps living up to his name, though.
He really does.
I don't know.
The only thing that keeps him alive there is magic. There's no way he should still be alive.
And then I don't know why he's just like, yeah, I know where this guy is. I can smell him. Wow. Okay. Double magic gets the clutch round for Fate. Yeah, that was one that was hard to keep track of, I think, is the best way to summarize that round. But hey, the thing that matters is that Fate are putting together a very, very productive T side. And that is being reflected in our GG.Bet odds. It looks likely that Fate are going to take the 2-0 lead in the best of 5. Rocketlaunchers just not doing enough on this CT half. They put themselves in such a good position over on their first half. They got 9 rounds. But it's just not happened for them here on the second half.
Well, this could be 2 maps under the belt of Fate, and moving into the next one, we'll look for the 3-0. Although, the buy from Rocketlaunchers doesn't look like it's going to be enough. It certainly could be. That's the scary part here for Fate. They've, oh well, they've just lost Soaker. Did he just kill himself? Please don't tell me Soaker's just fell off the map.
Ooh. Hey, look, MX making up for it. It's okay.
Oh,
We'll brush over Soaker's mistake. I assume he did fall off the map, I'm going to be honest. It's into a 4v4 though. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the run for Rocketlaunchers just yet. Duplicate moving in with the SG, takes damage and has to fall back. Thankfully his teammates behind him will have a better bet in the fight. Mar gives them the man advantage. And Fate only need 3 more frags with 2 players being low on health. Shaq's one of them though, and he gets a quick kill.
Why is Duplicate doing that? Anyway. Alright, Shaq will find the kill. Nate comes in and drops one of the low HP players inside the site. There's another one right there as well. So this should be another round on the board and should be victory for Fate, but who knows with the way this game has gone. Nothing makes sense. Finally a kill from Nicky comes in. It's all on deaths. MP9 versus 3. Surely this is the end.
This is the end for you, my friend. Deaths. I think it is. Okay. He almost gets some kills there, but Nicky comes away with the map. 16-12 for Fate. They take the 2-0 lead. Again, so many close rounds, but they get it done.
Well, they do get it done. Vertigo is finito, and it's time to go to a short break. When we're back, we'll have the rest of the action available for you. Could be a 3-0, could be another map. Let's see after the